Yo boys, DJ Power here. This is going to be a short video, basically just going over this knife right here. It is the MBT by Indiana John on Instagram, and thankfully I got into the pass round for this guy. I got to try it out last year at Blade Show, and this thing slaps. This thing's really good. Just really quick, because it's not Loctited, I'm just going to go over tolerances. So yeah, about what you can expect for a high-end Bally. Nothing crazy. Let's start off with a couple of things that I've noticed. First of all, that tap that you heard, it's actually not tap. It's the Zen pins. These Zen pins are a little bit loose. They're not press fit. I'm pretty sure they're shoulder pins with no threads, like Zen pin rep barrels are shoulder pins. I'm pretty sure that's what these are, but they're ever so slightly too short, and they rattle a little bit in the handles. So there's that. Nothing crazy. It doesn't affect anything, but that sound, you'll hear it every once in a while, and it's like, oh, I got tapped now. No, it's just the Zen pins. That's first of all. Second of all, I noticed the washers on this guy. They look like steel washers. And not only that, but they're pretty fucking thick. Those are some thick-ass washers there. So, that's unique. It doesn't feel like steel washers. It feels like standard phosphorus bronze, because it is very smooth. But yeah, that's a little interesting tidbit. I will say one thing that is a bit of a con. It's pretty slick. There's not a whole lot of grip here. These katana style, like hole pattern, they're not big enough to really get your fingers in, and even if you could, they're not very sharp. Like, they're not very rough edges, so you can't really get a whole lot of grip out of them. So it is a little slick when trying to do some tricks. On top of that, the handles are pretty thin, so you don't really have a whole lot to grab onto. Just for reference here. If I can get these fucking handles lined up. God damn it. Hold on. Sorry. God damn it. Okay. Whatever. Just so you get an idea. And tsunami handles are pretty thin. Like, they're not very thick. And even then, this is still a bit thinner. Even in width, like, it is just a skinny handle. So, handles are not very big. Flipping experience is really good. It's very, very, very neutral. It doesn't really strike me as being handle or blade bias at all. Very neutral. It's a fun flipper. It's not like extremely unique or anything, but it gets the job done. So, just for general specs, I don't know the blade seal, because I'm a little fucking stupid, but I know it's grade 5 titanium handles, and full-length half-channel carbon fiber spacers, so that's cool. There's no jimping or anything, so on that, ladders feel a little bit slick. and a little hard to do, but it's not crazy. That's one thing I will say about just the handles in general. There's not a whole lot of grip. Like fanning is a little weird because sometimes I just won't have the grip to do the flick to really get that fan. And of course ladders without having any jimping. You know, there's not a whole lot there. So the handles are orange peeled as well. It does feel very good in the hands. But I don't know. Again, there's just not a whole lot of grip. It's not a bad knife. It is a good knife. Love the look, the aesthetic of it. Very unique look. But the flipping experience is fine. It's not bad. Again, don't get me wrong. It's not a bad flipper. It's just there's nothing that wows me on it. It's a bit underwhelming in terms of flipping experience. It's got a lot of like Kraken syndrome almost, where it's a good flipper. It's solid. You know what you're getting from it. It's not like it's going to surprise you with anything. There's no crazy balance. There's nothing. It's just solid. Oh, shit. Boom. In terms of comfortability, it's very, like a very comfy flipper. It feels good in the hands. The slight rounding on the handles mixed with the beautiful crown on the spine. Very comfy. Have not been pinched at all. Zen nipple is low profile, so no pinching at all. The edge, though, on the side of here is not chamfered at all. So it is a teensy bit uncomfortable, at like rarely. But every once in a while you will feel it and you're like, that didn't feel too good. But it's a solid flipper. It's good. Big fan of this, of how it flips. You're just not getting anything crazy for it. It is just solid. You know? You're paying for something that's very consistent here. And it's good. It's a good flipper. It's a fun experience. One thing that does happen, though, is because you got that curve here. I don't know what you call this. But it does have a little bit of damage on the handle. All the way at the end there, from the actual tip. And then back here from that, like, fin. So the handles do get damaged over time, but that's just kind of how that goes. But yeah, general overview. Again, my opinion, it's just solid. It is a good flipper. Nothing crazy unique about it. You know, no crazy quirks or anything. It's just a little lackluster on grip. But besides that, this is a great knife. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you, John, for letting me be in the pass round for this guy. Very, very good knife. Been a fan of it since I first flipped it last year at Blade. But it's good to have it in my hands for about a week to get a better feel for it and really notice a lot of things about it. As I said, my only real criticism with it, the only real criticism is the fact that there is minimal grip. Just all around, not a whole lot of grip. And that's really the only criticism I got for it because it's just a good knife. It's good. I'm a fan. But yeah, that's about it, boys. Thank you for watching. Other content coming soon. This is just kind of a filler video. Just because this is the last day I'm going to have it. I'm shipping it out tomorrow. So I wanted to get a video out. But I figured a week's time is good enough to really get a feel and an opinion on this guy. So, yeah. That's about it, boys. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.